I like, God, I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
Nicholson?
No,
Oh,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
the creator. I love him.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I'm now not going to think of his name, but I'll think of it at 4 o'clock in the morning. Tim Burton, thank you. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. No, yeah, Adam in research, thank you. Yeah, Tim Burton's obviously super talented. The design of the movies was good. Like, they looked good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool because it did get us started. On the panel, Eric Marino was saying that that's sort of where the modern superhero movie started. I don't think I agree with that. I think it's X-Men. That's just me personally. But a case can be made. That was definitely the first superhero movie that we were all really excited about. They had the bat symbol everywhere. Like, it definitely sort of reinvented marketing. You had the bat symbol all over the city.
Yeah.
I cut school to go see
it.
Really
cool.
Yeah, it was super cool, right? And that definitely sort of helped get I can see his point now that I'm saying it. It sort of helped get people excited about superhero movies again. But you really like the Superman movies.
Yes, I do.
So talk a little bit about that.
I like Superman in general. He's a good guy. He's better than us. It's just kind of the same thing with Captain Picard as being better than us as a superhero. I think more people tend to enjoy the superhero that is more human. But I like something and someone who we can strive to be more like.
Okay. So he's better than us, so it's something to aspire to, not something to be intimidated by.
Yes.
Because like Lex Luthor, of course, always goes the other way.
Right.
I realize Lex Luthor's not real. But although Jeff Bezos looks increasingly like Lex Luthor, in my opinion. So he's better than us, so we should try to be like him. Exactly. And you also said Picard, because obviously Kirk, you might want to be like Kirk because he's cool, but Kirk definitely didn't have any moral high ground.
Yeah, he's just like us.
Right, Kirk is very much
sleeping with everybody.
Right, exactly. See, I think Spock actually probably hits that more. Except Spock would be harder to be like because of the lack of emotion. Like that's something that I personally would love to experience. Like, what's that like to not have emotions? But it's so unrealistic. Batman obviously is very human in his way. But at the same time, he can sleep for 10 minutes and then be fine for another 48 hours. So I mean, he's not that human.
I think what I really like about the Batman series is how complicated all the villains are. That you understand why they became villains, and they sort of. I'm really a sci-fi person, so then there's a sci-fi aspect to it in that they try to make it real, like Morgan Freeman walking Batman through all the things that he creates for him and trying to show Batman can't really fly. It's these jetpacks that he has that make him able to fly, and sort of making it more realistic for us. I love that.
That's a good point. And yeah, in terms of the villains, I mean, nobody. I mean, the only one that sort of comes close in terms of having a rogues gallery is maybe Spider-Man. But I mean, Batman's villains are the best. I mean, you have Mr. Freeze and the Joker, and what do you think of Nicholson's Joker?
I'm not a big fan of Jack Nicholson, and this has been like, it's one of those people that it's odd that I'm not a fan of because I feel like everyone else is.
Yes.
But I feel like Jack Nicholson is always Jack Nicholson.
That's not hard to disagree with that. Yeah. That's a pretty good point.
He's just this weird guy, and he has a little bit of an attitude. I heard a story once about someone who I knew who was at a party with Jack Nicholson, and a woman walked up to him and said, "Would you like to dance?" And he said, "No, thank you." And when the woman walked away, he looked at the man next to him and said, "Wrong verb." Like,
wrong verb?
Yeah, you don't get it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it took me a second. I'm a little slow. Yow.
Like, that's Jack Nicholson. He's just this weird, creepy guy.
That's pretty creepy. That is pretty creepy. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That's yeah. No, I thought he sort of overshadowed that movie a bit. Like it sort of was all about what he did, whereas what Heath Ledger did. Heath Ledger just turned in this amazing, like, nuanced, fascinating performance that there was just so much going on. I mean, it's like every muscle of his face was acting. It was just so exciting to watch. That was just such an interesting, and also, I mean, I hadn't seen Brokeback Mountain, so I mean, I guess those people knew that Heath Ledger could act, but I had no idea he could act. So, I didn't know he was that kind of actor because it blew me away.
I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain either. I don't watch tearjerkers. I feel like life has too many things that make us cry. I don't need to see a movie that's going to make me cry.
Well, you've kind of encapsulated one reason why I love my comic books and I love my comic book movies is that, my go-to movie if I'm in a really bad mood is The Avengers. Like, I just love that movie. I've seen it probably 10 or 12 times. I could sit down and watch it right now and be very, very happy. It's just everything about it makes me happy.